Welcome to Cody Night, hosted by Eric Thorson, featuring comedians Nola J, Sammy Arichar, and Johnny Beaner. An original sketch by Ryan Lowe and Jason Hillman. Here's your host, Eric Thorson.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Comedy Night. We have three great comedians tonight. We have Nola J, Sammy Arichar, and Johnny Beaner. So give it up for them. Yeah. I'm Eric Thorson, and I will be your host tonight. So here we go. I recently rented a DVD, The Never-Ending Story. It was really good. It was the extended version. It was really good movie. I probably should have bought it instead of renting it because the late fees have just been racking up. They're just terrible. Sometimes me and my friends like to sit around and we like to think like if we had a superpower, what our superpower would be. Like some of my friends would like, it would be cool if we could fly, or if it would be cool to have invisibility. I think it would be cool to have joke transitions. I think that would be my superpower. Thank you. My neighbor's dog was barking the other day, so I went over to his house and I gave him a foot massage. And now we both can sleep, so that was good. I grew up in a small town, and our schools were really like underfunded. Like when I went to school, like our history books were really out of date, and English was proofreading our history books. It was a lot of fun. And math class is always an adventure. I remember my math teacher, he was like, you know what? We're learning about fractions, and he was like, instead of numerators and denominators, let's just call them top-nators and bottom-nators. That'll be easier for everybody to remember. And so then in the middle of the class one day, he stops, in the middle of the class, because there's this fly flying around, and it stopped on the desk. And he said, did you know that if you clap behind a fly, they jump backwards when they take off, and you'll get it every time, which is true. And I raised my hand, and I was like, excuse me, Mr. Miyagi? I may not be the brightest crayon in the toolbox, but that's clearly science, and this is math class. So let's get back to these least common bottom-nators. I'm trying to go to community college here. Thank you very much. All right, so now our first comedian tonight we have is Nola J, and we first met her at Joker's Comedy Club.
I'm originally from here, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Currently, I live in Milwaukee. I'm planning to relocate to California. I used to live in Pittsburgh for a while, and I lived there for a long time. And I commute pretty much between Los Angeles and Las Vegas. All my life I've been funny. As a kid, I was funny. I was the jokester and all that. I decided to take a class in college, comedy sports. I had a good time with that. And I went on and decided to try open mic, and it worked. And from there, I decided I could be a stand-up comedian. I'm a big Jerry Seinfeld fan. I love Dave Chappelle, Whoopi Goldberg. I like the old comedy back in the day, like Carol Burnett and things like that. I'm pretty much with Seinfeld and Dave Chappelle. My very first time on the stage, I was trying to I thought I needed to have energy, so I drank a Red Bull, and I got up there, and literally my 10-minute set took only 5 minutes because I went so fast and no one understood anything I said. So I will never ever again touch a Red Bull before I hit the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nola J.
Hey, I'm Nola J. I'm originally from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where we once were voted the #1 sexiest city in the United States. Apparently, they had on beer goggles when they took that survey. I'm also a chocolate blonde. I'm dating now because my boyfriend got married. It's cool because I'm dating a really popular chef right now in Milwaukee who really enjoys oral sex, which is ironic because we know chefs do not like to eat out. I took up Braille so I could read at night. I think having Milli Vanilli on a karaoke list is redundant. I'm also an alumni of the University of Wisconsin, and I'm very proud of that. What I'm not proud of is the teachers that they hire that cannot speak English to teach math.
In order for me to get this finance degree, I had to take calculus. So I walk into my calculus classroom, and I got Ling Ming standing in front of the classroom, that was his name, with an English-Chinese dictionary trying to say hello. I sat there for 16 weeks while this man speak pure Chinese to me. Every now and then he'd throw in an English word, like thong. I think one time he said, back that butt up. I did it. That was like the only time I got an A. So I passed calculus, and I have my finance degree. I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know anything about calculus, but I'm very fluent in Chinese. That should be helpful since Spanish is the second language. I have like this love-hate relationship going on with Facebook right now. I love it, and I hate it at the same time. I call it fake book. Last week, I had a lady friend me from high school. She's 2 years younger than me. I don't remember her at all. So she friend requests me. I accept it. She sends me a message. She says, hey, Nola, I see you're a comedian. How about we have dinner and we come out and enjoy your show? I'm like, okay, cool. That sounds like really cool. I'm thinking to myself, still don't know who the heck you are, but hey, let's do this. So we're sitting at dinner, her and I, and our 36 mutual friends from Facebook. And she says she has 2 memories of me from high school. And I'm thinking to myself, I have none of you, so please tell me the one. Apparently, we were in a swim class together for one day. We're in a beginner swim class. I was supposed to be advanced. They put me in beginners. That's because I'm black. And we were showering, and apparently I was the first teenage girl that she saw breast on. Yeah, awkward. So I'm like, what is the second memory? She said, well, I had to use a board to swim. You kicked it, and I almost drowned. So I'm thinking to myself, why do you want to be my friend? So I went on Facebook, and I posted as my status, my breasts were a near-death experience for some in high school. And she liked it. I'm also into sexy. The problem is I have autocorrect. So when I send out my sex texts, they come out all wrong. So I sent out one, and it said, I'm so corny for you, I'm dripping pet. The guy had no clue what I was talking about. So I decided to get straight to the point. So I told him I wanted him to eat my puppy. He thought I was Asian. So I was like, I'm gonna try this one more time. Guys love when girls do this. So I told him I shaved my puppy bald for him. He called Peter on me. Thank you guys so much. I'm Nola J, the chocolate blonde.
Hey. All right. Great job. That was a lot of fun.
Hey, thanks.
So how have you been?
I've been doing pretty good. Enjoying the comedy life.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. You do a lot of clubs and casinos like all across the country.
Yep, I sure do. From LA to Vegas to Michigan to Dubuque, Iowa. Somewhere everywhere. Yeah, exciting places.
Well, that's awesome. Who are some of like the biggest names that you've worked with, would you say?
I've worked with Sinbad, Nick DiPaolo, Eddie Griffin, Andrew Dice Clay. March 18th, I'll be working with Pauly Shore.
Pauly Shore? Oh,
yeah, I've worked with a few.
That's cool.
Cool dudes.
You ever do the casino here in Milwaukee before?
Yes, Potawatomi. Yep, I sure have. That's a great comedy room.
All right, cool. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks.
And our next comedian we have is Sammy Arachar, and we sat down and had a cup of coffee with him.
I was born and raised in Milwaukee. I still currently reside in the south side of Milwaukee. And when I'm not doing stand-up comedy, I make coffee for people in the corporate center of the Children's Hospital of Wisconsin. I had someone come up to me and say they thought of me as someone that was just clueless on stage. Like I was clueless to my surroundings. And I feel like that's the best way to describe it, just my innocence and just being clueless, you know. So far, some of my accomplishments include being able to open for nationally touring comedians like Michael Costa and Ari Shafir. I think I realized I could be a stand-up comedian a little after I started posting short stories and jokes on my Facebook page just for my friends. And after a while, they thought maybe I should just do stand-up comedy, and I went to the open mic competition at the Comedy Cafe, and it was like my second time on stage, and I won the competition, and it was pretty cool, and I won $20, and I figured, well, maybe this is something that I should be working on.
And please welcome Sammy or HR.
Hello, my name is Sammy or HR. I'm pretty happy to be here. I had a pretty crazy night last night. I went out with a few of my friends, and I don't remember too much from it, but this morning I checked my wallet and all my money was spent, and my debit card was missing. The only thing I could remember was that I forgot to close out my tab last night, so I had to drive all the way back to Arby's and close out my tab. It was terrible. I still live at home with my parents. I recently walked into my dad taking a shower. It's awkward. It's a weird thing, because all your clothes get wet. When I shower, I like to shower with my dirty dishes to save money on the water bill, and I don't have to buy that second bottle of conditioner anymore for the kitchen. But I've also been lathering up my body wash with a dry block of ramen noodles in order to save more money, because at the end of my shower, it's moist enough for me to pick apart and eat. Never performed in front of a group of mimes before. It's interesting. It's very fun. My pet bird has a nickel allergy. I recently found out. It's terrible, terrible news. Had to get him a Nicolas Cage. So I was eating, all right, let me start all over. I was in a Target that was in a Starbucks, and I was eating a Euro sandwich, and someone said chillaxing. And it's a weird word. Like, I don't understand it, because how do you combine chill and declaration of estimated taxing? It's beyond me. I had a cigarette on the way here, and I came to terms with something, and that is sex to me is a lot like smoking a cigarette. It looks cool, and it's in movies all the time, but it's always so hard for me to keep the thing lit, and I'm coughing half the time. People keep telling me to stop doing it. It's a bad habit. A couple nights ago I had a chance to sit at home and smoke, smoke some salmon and make myself some dinner. I was watching Fear Factor. Thought of a really good TV show idea. It'd be like Fear Factor, but I'd call it Diabetic Fear Factor. It would carry the same challenges, but everyone had to eat like 2 Butterfingers at the same time during those challenges. Oh man. All right, well, I guess I'm going to do some impressions, and I'm going to get out of your hair here. My first impression is of Dr. Dolittle. Dr. Dolittle. Yeah, so I was listening to the Beatles. My next impression is of a DJ ordering pizza. It's a DJ ordering pizza. Hi, could I get a large pizza, please, with pepperoni and dipping sticks, please? Yeah, and extra sauce if I can. Yeah, and for my sauce, I want mirra nibra. Mirra nibra. Mirra nibra. Mirra nibra. Bear up on the wall, bear up, bear up, bear up, bear up, bear up, bear up. I'm sorry, it's for delivery. All right, I'll see you later. Am I walking over?
Good job, buddy.
Thanks. You did a good job.
Sammy, good job, man. I love
Yeah,
that
thank you.
joke. That's
Sure,
that's
that
amazing.
joke evolved. At first it was just marinara, but then I just kept adding to it the more I did. So
Very cool, yeah. So you haven't been doing comedy a very long time, but you've really kind of skyrocketed pretty fast. You recently opened for Ari Shaffir.
Yeah, Ari Shaffir.
Ari
Yeah,
Shaffir,
at the Miramar Theater. It was pretty fun. He's a nice guy. They haven't had comedy at the Miramar since '92, and it's I don't know, it's a good. It was awesome that he said yes, because it's just hard finding a comedian to come down to a venue when they haven't had comedy there for that long.
Yeah.
So it's a good reboot for comedy.
Yeah.
It's very fun. It's a very fun show.
And he was really nice about it too. He said that he loved Milwaukee and the scene, and that he had a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, he tweeted at myself and Ryan Holman, the other comedian at the show.
Yeah.
It was great. It was a great show. It was a full house.
Very cool. And you got some other big stuff coming up too, right?
Yeah,
At the
I
rave?
have the rave. There's a raw artist discovery showcase there at the rave. It's performance art, music, photography, film. There's a fashion show. So a lot
Are you
of
gonna be in
stuff
the
going
fashion
on.
show?
Yeah, I'm going to be a part of the fashion show.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no, thank you.
All right, and our last comedian tonight is Johnny Beaner, and he invited us over to chat a little bit at his house.
I'm originally from Omaha, Nebraska. That's where I grew up, and now I live in Milwaukee. That's where my wife is from. That's where I went to college. But I've lived in New York and LA, and that's kind of where I sort of pounded the pavement trying to do open mics and get in the scene. I realized I could become a stand-up comedian when I was in college. That was the first time I did an open mic, and it was in New York City in 1999. For the last 2 years, for New Year's Eve, I was Jim Gaffigan's opening act at the Pabst Theater in Milwaukee, so that was pretty cool. I think the worst show that I ever had was Urban Night at the college that I went to. They did a Apollo at the Weasler Auditorium, and it was all black entertainers doing poetry and slam poetry. And then I think I was the only white person that came out to do stand-up comedy before I even got my first joke out. They were booing, yelling, "Shut up," yelling, "I hate you." And they had the Sandman come and try to sweep me off stage, and I was like trying to dodge him telling jokes while they were trying to get me off stage.
All right, please put your hands together for Johnny Beaner, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Yes, my name is Johnny Beaner, and I am the proud owner of a 2001 Chevy Cavalier. Thank you very much. Thank you, folks. Thank you, folks. It's actually thank you. It's actually a piece of garbage. I bought it when it was new. I bought it from a dealership because I'm an idiot, and the guy that sold me the car. He has me on a Rolodex. He calls me like once a week trying to sell me a new car, but he's trying to trick me. He tries to get me to feel like I'd be doing him a favor by selling him my car. He'll like call me, he'll be like, "Hey Johnny, how you doing? Listen, you still got that Cavalier?" "Yeah, I do." "Great, hoping you can help us out. We're trying to get our hands on a couple of '01 Chevy Cavaliers with high mileage. Think maybe you could help us out? We'd give you a good price for it. Maybe get you in something a little newer, a little nicer." Does this guy think I'm an idiot? Who the hell's looking for '01 Chevy Cavaliers with high mileage? If he thinks I'm that stupid, why doesn't he just try to sucker me 100%? Just call me up. "Hey Johnny, how you doing? Hoping you can help us out. We're trying to get our hands on a couple of banged up, rusted out, poop brown '01 Cavaliers that don't start in the rain, and it would be ideal if we could get our hands on one where the passenger mirror has been knocked off and then reattached with an army boot shoelace. Think you could help us out?" "Yeah, I got one of those." "What do you need it for?" "Scrap metal, just get over here." "All right." I am married. I love my wife. She's great. We don't fight. The only thing we fight about is food. I have no say over what food we get in the house. I'll try to pick out the food. She'll be like, "No, that's garbage, put it back." I don't understand. I haven't had white bread in 6 years. I miss white bread. I don't know why all of a sudden bread is bad for us. I don't get that. We don't have white bread. I miss it. You know what we have at our house? We have that grainy wheat, oat, brown stuff with peanuts and acorns sticking out of it. That's not even bread. I'll try to make a sandwich. I'll walk over. I'll be like, "Oh, that's right. All we have is this loaf of trail mix. I guess I'll have cereal again." It's ridiculous. And I do travel around a lot because actually I'm also a ballerina. So that keeps me busy. But we tried phone sex to keep it spicy in the relationship, and it just didn't work, you know, because we'd end up with a whole lot of, hey, baby, I'm naked. Are you? Give me a call when you get this. First time we did, I didn't know what was going on. I'm hanging out in a hotel, she's at home, we're talking on the phone. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, she just starts going, oh no, I just spilled a whole bottle of baby oil all over myself. I don't know what to do. Guess I better just rub it in. I'm on the other end thinking, holy crap, no, I gotta say something sexy. I just put my wiener in a jar of peanut butter. Chunky. I'd like to end with an impression. I can only do one, so I'll do that one. Here we go. All right. Hey, who's up for a little round ball? Anyone up for a little round ball? Hey, who? That was Jake Hawkins. He's the guy I went to high school with. Thank you very much. I'm Johnny Beaner. I drive a Chevy.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, thank you.
Very good. That was awesome.
Well, thank you.
So you've got quite the comedy resume. You were on Last Comic Standing,
Yes.
second season?
Second season, so decades ago. But that was fun.
A decade
yeah.
ago, about 10 years
Yep,
ago, yeah.
yep.
And you've been on Bob and Tom before?
Yep, Bob and Tom radio show and the TV show while they had it, so that was fun.
Very cool.
Yeah. Been doing it a while.
Yeah, how long have you been doing it?
I started open micing in 1999.
Oh, wow.
So, and I started traveling in 2002, so
Okay.
it's been a while. It's going good.
Yeah, cool. And you opened up for Jim Gaffigan the last 2 years on New Year's.
Yeah,
right?
at the Paps, so
Yeah.
that was really fun. Yeah.
And congratulations, you just had a baby girl?
Yes, I did. Thank you very much. Her name is Edie, E-D-I-E, and we named her Edie because we wanted every doctor to look at the clipboard and call her Eddie whenever they were talking about her. Her name is Edie, and her middle name is Anna, and my wife thinks we named her that because my wife's grandma is Edie, and her other grandma is Anna. But the real reason we named her that is because, to me, it sounds like Indiana Jones. So I think that's pretty cool.
Indiana Beaner.
Indiana Beaner, right. Right. That doesn't have the same ring as Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom. But yeah, and we didn't know what it was going to be, like the sex. We didn't find out, which was fine. But people would always ask, "Do you have a preference? Do you have a preference?" And I never wanted to answer because I didn't want to be like, "Yeah, I hope it's a boy." Then when I have a girl, they could be like, "Oh, that's the guy that doesn't love his kid." So.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you to all our comics. This has been so much fun. Johnny Beaner, Sammy RHR, and Nola J. Everybody. So one more time for them. And I would like to thank everybody that came in and watched the live taping, and everybody who is watching at home. So and I'm Eric Thorson, your host. Have a nice night. Hey, Derek.
Shh, dude, it's a game. Shh.
What are you watching?
Curling. If you must know, thank you so much for interrupting me.
Looks riveting, man.
Absolutely. Is there something I can help you with?
Yeah, this is why you missed my show. You're watching curling?
Well, I had other things going on, but yeah, it's mostly curling.
You missed a good show.
WNBA as well.
WNBA? Well, you missed a good show, man. It was a lot of fun. It was for PBS.
PBS! Oh my god, Eric, congratulations!
Thanks.
You'll show up between nature shows and puppets.
It's not all PBS is, but...
You're a big movie star now. Congratulations.
Certainly snarky today, Derek. Jeez.
Well, maybe you should stop trying to pretend like you're special.
Well, I mean, I invited you to come. It would have meant a lot to me if you would have showed up.
I can honestly tell you that I had much better things to do. Thank you.
Watch curling, huh? Well, I mean, if you've been looking...
You ever watched curling? This is exciting stuff.
Yeah, lots of sweeping.
Don't judge me.
So, I don't know. Rent's coming up, man. Did you find a job or something?
Oh, I see. I don't show any interest in your little comedy gig. You want to get on my back about the rent. I was out there all day today. Part of the day today. Some of the day today looking for a job. You know what? I applied at a coffee shop.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah. I'm going to be a barista. Barista. What do you think of that, comic? What do you think about that, George Carlin? Huh?
I think you got to work on your people skills if you're going to be a barista, buddy.
I just don't like you.
That's not very nice.
Okay, back to the history where men would. They actually didn't do it on the ice to begin with.
Are we done? Are we done? Are you done talking to me?
Hey, is there any more pizza left?
What pizza?
The pizza I made earlier. It was like 3
That was in the
left.
fridge?
Yeah.
The pizza that was in, I finished that.
The whole thing?
The whole thing.
How much can you
What
eat?
was I gonna do? Wrap it up and put it in the fridge for you later?
Well, I mean, I wrapped it up and put it in the fridge for me later.
Well, that's good. That's you, Eric. Congratulations for you.
It didn't say Derek on it. It said Eric on it.
Well, maybe I can't read. Did you ever think about that?
Sorry, here you can't read.
I'm not sorry. I'm a man. I deal with it.
It's not a huge deal, I guess. But I am hungry. I'm gonna find something else to eat. Okay?
Good luck.
All right. Did you eat everything else? in the
Good
fridge?
luck.
Thanks.
I'm a PBS. Ooh, look at me. I'm on PBS. Ooh.
Oh, he's supposed to be there. Okay. Well, and there's another.
I found a burrito.
Congrats.
Blocked by the
It's pretty good.
Romanian hockey team has made their way onto the
Looks
ice.
pretty good, doesn't it?
And things are getting ugly here. There we've got an old.
You push the puck forward. Forward.
Style curling stone, which
Can you believe this? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, curling is really exciting stuff.
in matches today. The old style stone is the one that looks like a watermelon. There goes Moldavia! Score for Moldavia. No, that's not a score. That's a penalty.